Hi, and welcome back to Computer Science for Everyone. This time we're going to talk about how to write text to the console. The first thing to understand is, what is the console? If we go into our program, which we have here an image of, we can see that there is at the very bottom an area that is marked as the console, and this is the console. The console is used to communicate with the user. It's where our program will accept input and display output. For now, until we have a graphical user interface. So this is how programs that don't have fancy windows and tabs and stuff like that actually work. So for now, all our programs are going to be text-based. We're only going to display text and accept text as input. So obviously, if our program is going to be text-based, it is quite important to write text. So how do we write text to the console? Remember that one statement is used to execute a single thing and is terminated by a semicolon. So because we want to write text, this is likely to be a single thing, and therefore only one statement is used. We have to tell the system to print a line. Notice how I've colored those words in because those words are important. They're going to tell us more or less how our code is going to be structured in order to print a line of text. And the line is not printed to a random place in the computer. It is printed to the default output of the computer, which is, in this case, the console. If we run our program in the console, then it is reasonable that any output for that program comes out at the console. When we press play in our IDE that you've seen in the previous slide, this runs in the console, and therefore we want all output to be displayed in the console. This console is therefore the default output because we run the program from it. So tell the system to print a line in a default output. Notice how the color in those words kind of matches this code. System out print ln. ln stands for line. So we tell the system to go to default output and print a line in it. And then print line is a method. And so in between the two brackets, we put what we want to print. So let's see how this would look in a full-blown program. Just like that. That's probably one of the shortest programs you'll ever write. So inside our class, which as we know is the main building block of our Java programs, inside the main method, which we know is where the program is going to start running, there we put our line, our statement, that will print some text out to the screen. Remember that the statement, to print a line out, is terminated by a semicolon. For now, think of the two blocks, the class block and the method block, to be boilerplate code or a template that you need there for now. We'll explain more of those, more classes and other methods that will interact with the main method in a bit. So this is what it would look. You'd have the public class, then the public main method, and finally the system.out.println, and then in between the brackets, hello world. And then as you can see in the console, we get hello world. So that, and then we get our output. In the next video, we'll go over how to actually program this and explain any more doubts we might get. So stay tuned and let's go on to the next one.